Hey there! So this week's What If was hard to decide. I wanted to do DBZ for sure. According to my upload history, I can only do Neptunia every 2 months, so I can't do that yet. I don't feel like doing Dragon Ball Z Venom. Ultimate Venom is finished, and that was my plan for this week. I didn't realize it until like partway through. And I'm a little under the weather to do Toho X Dragon Ball Z, if I'm being honest. I am feeling a little better as of the point of writing this, but you know, it doesn't do popular anyways, so I might as well wait until I feel better. Oh, and I don't think you guys are ready for my What If My Mom Was Trapped and Betrayed in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. I think that What If might be a little too based for you guys. Maybe for my 1K special, I'll release part 2. So, 1,000 subs, and I'll release part 2, What If My Mom Was Trapped and Betrayed in the Time Chamber. Alright, see it. I'll get to recording this What If now. So this What If starts off complicated. If Vegeta was competent, the story would be very bad. To go over the Saiyan Saga alone, instead of waiting for Goku for 3 hours, they could have just killed everyone, including the planet, when they remember that Namek has Dragon Balls, and probably more powerful ones. Vegeta could decide not to kill Nappa and instead intercept Goku. This not only takes care of the people who were the reason Vegeta lost the fight against Goku, but Nappa gets to live, giving him another henchman for the rest of his life. Vegeta could decide to not turn to a Great Ape. Goku's body was wrecked to the point Yajirobe could beat him. Or at least that's what it seems like, considering his reaction to getting slapped on the back. Vegeta honestly could have won here. It wouldn't have taken long. But I think it would have been even better for him. If he does end up escaping, Vegeta leaves with his tail. So, no matter how you look at it, Vegeta turning into a Great Ape honestly wasn't a good decision in the end. And now we reach the final conclusion of Vegeta being competent, which goes back to the fight. As Vegeta and Nappa arrive on Earth, Vegeta goes to destroy the city, and Vegeta stops him. He doesn't care about the story, no, he's still a world-conquering warrior, but he doesn't want to piss off Kakarot. After all, he wants Kakarot on his side to defeat Frieza. They track down Gohan and Piccolo, and of course everyone else appears. And unlike what they were expecting, Vegeta doesn't want to fight. He knows Kakarot's been revived, and when you stop and think about it, Vegeta has no reason to kill Goku and his friends. In fact, factually speaking, it's a terrible idea. If he doesn't kill anyone getting his Dragon Balls, it's easier. They have one more Saiyan on the squad, and there's no chance for Nappa to die. Because, of course, it's impossible for them to kill him. And by impossible to kill him, I mean Vegeta. I said that line a little wrong. I read it too directly. It's impossible for all the humans to kill Vegeta. Nappa, maybe. Piccolo just had the special beam cannon. Anyway, they wait, I don't know, roughly 4 hours for Kakarot to show up. And after Kakarot shows up, they have a more civilized conversation than canon. This doesn't go well because they want to wish for immortality, and Kakarot doesn't want to give them the Dragon Balls because they're evil space aliens. Why would you give them immortality? So everything goes relatively the same in canon, minus everyone dying, and the whole Great Ape scene. No one dies here. At all. Just period. After the fight, Vegeta swallows his lesson of pride and talks to Goku even more civilized. I'm gonna keep that one in so you can see how hard it was for me to say civilized. God, sometimes, man, sometimes. After learning the threat of Frieza and the Saiyan's backstory, they decide to go ahead and train with each other. But this is the question, or this is where I question most what ifs. It becomes a matter, what should I do versus what I want to do. I feel like the characters would be less than keen to train with the Saiyans. They're already putting up with Piccolo, who was trying to kill them just a few years back. And now they have 2 more space monkeys to add on top of this. On the other hand, from a story perspective, I feel like this is what would have happened. And although I'm not a fan of it, I'm going to bite my lip here and say that's what happens. It's not the most original idea, but it's what I believe would happen. It's also at this time frame that people say that Bulma makes the gravity chamber. Now, I don't think it's because of the Saiyans mentioning gravity, but Dr. Brief built it for Goku after mentioning King Gai, if I remember correctly. Don't fact check that, it's just what I recall. So, I think it would be built here, and thus they would begin training for the threat of Frieza. Hey there! Sorry to interrupt the video here, but here's a little plug-in for myself. I'm the sponsor of this video. I want to let you know that A, if you wish to communicate to me more directly, get early previews of what ifs, what not, and what forth, then join the Discord. And if you wish to just straight up see a what if early, as well as see my schedule, well, if you want to see my schedule, go to the Discord, but if you want to see me upload, like see my videos early, go to my Patreon. Not only will you be instantly upgraded to a super member in my server, which is what allows you to see all my works while I'm updating them, but you will also be able to see my what ifs early. What can I say? Pretty good deal if you ask me. So roughly a year passes after the battle with the Saiyans. With Bulma's gravity machine, everyone gains a massive power boost. Goku gets roughly 180 times stronger throughout his training from 1 to 100 times gravity training. However, we have to consider Goku got multiple Zenkai boosts, and he got this in the span of roughly 4 to 5 months. And during most of that training, which he did with King Kai, he was also trying to learn the Spirit Bomb and Kaioken. So I think the boost that the Saiyans would get would be higher than 180 times. Vegeta here is also smarter, yes, but he still has his same pride. He refuses to train with anyone other than Nappa, Goku, and Gohan, though Gohan, begrudgingly, it's only by extension of Kakarot. The three Saiyans would all get roughly 200 times stronger, which I think is a fair boost. I also think Goku would have access to the 20 times Kaioken, and the Saiyans would learn how to sense energy. The reason I think Goku would be able to access the Kaioken times 20 is I don't think the Kaioken is a strength thing like Super Saiyan. I think for the Kaioken you just need better ki control, which Goku would get better at. Let's see. Piccolo would get roughly 180 times stronger, and I say this because it's impossible to quantify the Zenkai boost given so far. The Zenkai boost and Dragon Ball are completely random, so I think 180 times for Piccolo is fair. The humans get 150 times stronger, and the reason I say this is because if Piccolo is getting 180 times stronger, I don't think the humans would get the same boost. This is because the humans don't have as much potential as the Saiyans or Namekians, at least not that we've seen. We've seen them get some pretty crazy power jumps, don't get me wrong, but for every crazy power jump the humans get, Piccolo gets like 3, so I don't think they'd get nearly as strong as Piccolo. And despite what Sal Insane thinks, Gohan would not be trained to the extent of Goku. In fact, to say Gohan training at all would be a stretch. It took getting kidnapped, a study trip according to TFS, and a heart disease to get Chi-Chi to let Gohan train with Goku. If Gohan got 20 times stronger, he'd be lucky, because Chi-Chi is not going to let him train, especially with Nappa and Vegeta, who were the reason that Gohan got kidnapped to be trained. So, where does this leave everyone in terms of power levels, you might be wondering? Well, here you go. Goku with the Kaioken times 20 would give him a power level of 36 million. Not nearly as powerful as in canon, but much more powerful than he would have gotten training at King Kai's, or just under normal gravity at this point. Vegeta reaches a power level of 3.6 million. This makes him twice as powerful as Goku because he got the same boost as Goku. This also means his grade 8 form is matched with Goku's Kaioken times 20. Let's see how long this lasts. Nappa got a power level 1 million. Now, I actually gave him a larger power boost after thinking about it. Both Goku and Vegeta are stronger than him, so I think the power boost he would have gotten is a little bit larger. Piccolo has a power level of 540k, bringing him to about first form Frieza level, if not on par. Humans have a power level of 200k, making him more powerful than Captain Ginyu, but no match for Frieza. Gohan has a power level of Warhammer, of 40k, 40,000. Now, I know Gohan has crazy potential, but just like in, say, Dragon Ball Super or Dragon Ball Z, Gohan not wanting to train means that his training potential would also decrease. And as I said, Chi-Chi's really not going to let him train. So even if he has crazy potential, it doesn't matter. because he doesn't train nearly as much as anyone else. I know it might be controversial to get Gohan to 40k, but just remember, if we really need him to be more powerful, Rage Boost are a thing. And Toriyama can use them as a plot card. Why can't I use it as a plot card? One day as the Saiyans are training, everyone senses something. A lot of somethings, actually. Frieza's ship slowly descends down on the planet. Everyone shows up to the battlefield, with the exception of Gohan, and Frieza's soldiers pour out. Nappa swipes his hand and blows up all of the Frieza soldiers. Dodoria, Zarbon, Hui, and he even hurts Frieza. Frieza is quite understandably pissed off, and the Saiyans mock him. Unlike in canon, Vegeta is unaware he can transform, so instead of giving him the chance, he beats the shit out of Frieza. As they're fighting, Frieza tells Vegeta he can transform. At first, Vegeta is going to let him transform, but then Vegeta remembers exactly what Frieza is capable of already in his first form. So he kicks Frieza in the air, fires an energy beam that completely evaporates him, and leaves nothing left. And with that, one of the 5 arcs that are completely Vegeta's fault doesn't happen. So, thank you for watching. I'm SNDBZX, and this has been Competent Vegeta. I know this is pretty short, but if it gets 10 likes, I'll make a part 2. It's quite interesting. This is another one of those examples where it seems like the story's better now, but Dragon Ball's filled with a lot of plot armor. So maybe the story isn't going in such a positive direction as you might think. I'll catch you next time. See ya.